Self-Scouting is brought to you by Rothman Institute at Jefferson, the official orthopedic and healthcare partner of the Philadelphia Eagles.
The victory over the Vikings in the NFC Championship game really showcased an impressive offensive performance by Nick Foles and the entire offense. It was really, really impressive. There were a lot of big plays that Nick Foles made that the receivers made as well. One thing we've seen a lot of now in the 2 playoff wins is what you hear called RPOs, run pass option. Now basically what that means is Nick Foles is in the shotgun with a back offset next to him. So what Nick Foles is looking at, he could be reading box count, number of defenders in the box. He could be reading a specific defender. But the point is, he's deciding as he takes the snap, based on whatever it is that he's reading, whether to hand the ball to the back or throw the ball, usually a quick game throw, very often a slant type route. Now, they did this really well against Minnesota, but let's go back 2 weeks to the Falcons' victory, the first playoff victory, because that's where we really started to see Nick Foles develop some rhythm. Now, you're going to see the fake handoff in the backfield, but before we get to that, look at Alshon Jeffrey, where he's aligned. He's aligned to the right outside the numbers. That's called a plus split. So what happens here? You'll see the corner sort of bail just before the snap, giving Jeffrey a free release. So now you see the fake handoff in the backfield, the run action, that's the RPO. There's an option here. Nick Foles keeps the ball, will throw the quick slant to Alshon Jeffrey. Good gain, first down. Now, we talked a lot about how the Vikings might be more physical with press coverage. The Eagles prepared for that. And one of the things that we noticed watching the tape was that the Eagles moved in their splits. So what you see is Alshon Jeffrey right here in what we call a minus split inside the numbers. And the reason you do that, very, very difficult to press wide receivers in minus splits because there's too much room on the outside. So the receivers have a two-way go. So you need to back off, play with a little more depth, a little more width. So that works now in favor of getting a free release into a slant route. But this is also an RPO. And I'm sure what Nick saw was Xavier Rhodes playing with a big cushion. So he knew he would have the slant throw to Alshon Jeffrey. So again, he fakes the handoff, throws the slant to Jeffrey, a sustaining type play. This was on the first touchdown drive. So the Eagles now have become very efficient with this RPO concept, the run-pass option. It's a quick game throw. It gets Nick Foles into the game, develops some rhythm. This has now become a staple of the Eagles' offense.
Yeah, the RPOs have been real successful, Mike Quick, with Nick Foles. Now, the red zone was key. They were only 1 for 3 against the Falcons, but 2 for 2 against the Vikings. How key is this going to be going into the game against the Patriots?
I think it just gives your quarterback just a comfort. He's able to read, and he's able to really see what the defense is doing and know exactly where to go with the football. But this defense is completely confused. There's not a running back on the field, but you've got 3 guys lined up in the backfield. Nelson Aguilar right here. And when they shift, you're going to get these guys all discombobulated. They're not sure what's going on. But what Nick wants to do is hit this guy. Alshon Jeffrey is going to go across the formation. He's going to come across the field. He's going to hold this safety. He's going to go out into the flat, and he's going to pull this defender. So what you're going to have is Alshon Jeffrey here going one-on-one against Trey Waynes, and he's going to out-leverage him right away on the snap, and you'll see it's an easy throw for Nick Foles. He looks so very comfortable. He looks left, and it's really just to hold this backside, and he knows he's going to go right here. Look at this relationship that he has to this corner. He's able to get in on that post route, and it's an easy throw. He's tall and comfortable in that pocket, and he puts it high in a perfect spot for Alshon Jeffrey to come down with the touchdown. That's why they're so successful in the red zone against that defense.